Shalom, my brothers and sisters. I want to talk a little bit about Joseph's brothers. Now, Joseph's brothers sold him into slavery after throwing him into the pit. And, they had talked about killing him, and then they disregarded that idea. Well, let me tell you, Joseph's brothers didn't get away with what they did. Because when they took that coat with the blood back to their father grieved the whole time. He never stopped grieving. And his brothers had to listen to that every day of something they had done. And they went through many years of listening to their father's grieving when they knew themselves that Joseph was alive, but their father didn't. So they listened to that many years. Well, when you live with the guilt and the shame of what they had done to Joseph and their father, when you live that many years, it does something to you. It really does. It does something to you. His brothers did not get away with what they did. And see, when Joseph tried to trick them, and Joseph got them to bring the little brother, the brothers told their daddy, I want to say it was Judah, told his daddy that he would make sure that nothing happened to Benjamin. And that was the baby brother. And he was very young. But you see a change of heart when the brothers talked to Joseph. See, the brothers didn't know that was Joseph. And see, Joseph had put a gold chalice, or it was something you drink with. He put it into Benjamin's bag along with the money for the grain that they was going to bring back to their people. And see, Joseph sent the officer out there to stop them and to bring them back. And when it was found that was in Benjamin's, and that Benjamin was either going to be killed or thrown in prison, his brothers stood up to Joseph, saying, "Let it be me that you put in prison. Let it be me, because I can't go back to our father without him." They lived with that guilt and that shame for so long that it changed their hearts, and they would not dare do that to their father again, because they knew if they did that, it would put their father in the grave, because their father didn't want Benjamin to go anywhere, because he was very protective over him since Joseph was he was told that Joseph was killed. So he was very protective over Benjamin, very protective, because he had lost one child that way, and they knew that their father couldn't handle it. So each of them told Joseph, "Take us and leave our brother Benjamin." They would rather themselves be put in prison or killed, because they couldn't handle coming home without their little brother, knowing what it would do to their father. You see, nobody gets away with anything that they do wrong. Nobody. And and the brothers knew that their sin that God was bringing their sin back on them, and they called it their iniquity back on them. When all this stuff started happening, they see Joseph was doing it to see how they were before he revealed himself. You might not think that God deals with somebody after they harmed you in any way. But see, sometimes what you don't see can be very profounding, because no one gets away with anything. No one. I love you guys. Shalom.